to apply for B.Stat or B.Math.
Very good spectrum for wide range of jobs.
There is so many other branches of mathematics that are studied here in depth.
Computational biology.
Yes, so
Is this a course?
This is the best place you can learn mathematical studies.
Mathematics is a heaven for him.
They get into direct PhD.
Just get into IT and say, okay, I'm done and I'm going to get a good placement after 4 years. Alright guys, so I welcome you all to this session. So this is the kind of session that we do every year before the applications are out. So ISI applications are about to be out and we thought this is one of the most common question by the students, the parents. They want to take the decision before the applications are out, whether to apply for B.Stat or B.Math. So we have amazing personalities, the brand ambassadors of ISI. So Samrajita from ISI Bangalore, Atmadeep from ISI Kolkata. We have super senior Rajit sir from ISI Kolkata. The reason we've called these experienced people is they know a lot more now. They are in both of them, Samrajita and Atmadeep, are in second year. So they would share a lot more experience about how the courses are, what are the expectations, what are the career options. So we'll be discussing on these lines. Right, so let us get started. And before we start, Rajit sir is a passer from ISI Kolkata. He has been mentoring the students here in Vedantu Olympiad school. So Rajit sir, before we start, any your thoughts, your overall experience?
Okay, so like ISI had been a great experience for me. Like, obviously it had its ups and downs. We'll discuss, I'll give my insights during when we are in the discussion, like what were the highs, what were the lows, how did we recover from those, what were the fun parts. ISI was a complete package, and I'm pretty sure that we are going to bust various myths which are regarding ISI in this session. So yeah, so we have certain interesting things lined up for each and every one of you. So without wasting any time, let us get started. And again, before we move ahead, make sure you subscribe to this particular channel, because these kind of informative sessions are all there. We keep on conducting these sessions with all the present ISI students, and we'll be conducting them later as well. So you don't want to be missing out on these sessions. So make sure you subscribe to this particular channel. Alright, so basic मुद्दा क्या है? Bachelors of Statistics ISI कोलकाता में होती है versus Bachelors of Mathematics ISI Bangalore. So I think versus is a wrong word, because we are not comparing these two, but we are just giving a general information about how the things are in both, and should you be choosing ISI Bangalore or ISI Kolkata as per your personality. This is what we are going to give in today's session. Before we do that, again, common details of both the courses. So duration of the courses is 3 years for bachelors and 2 years for masters. In both ISI Kolkata and Bangalore, you don't have to write exam for masters. So it is the natural transition. Everyone gets admitted into masters after bachelors. The stipend, correct me if I'm wrong, Samrita and Atmadeep, is it, 5,000 plus 5,000 contingency grant for bachelors. So 5,000 per month and 8,000 per month for masters. Is it the same right now?
Yes.
Okay. And hostels, there's a single hostel, one student per room, and the cost is very minimal, around 200 rupees per month. And of course, there is no tuition fees. You get paid, right? So this is the common thing about both the courses. Okay, so a brief introduction before we start, Samrita. So again, briefly, if you can introduce yourself, we'll start with you. Yeah, Samrita, briefly, if you could introduce yourself.
So hello everyone, I'm Samrita Bhattacharya, currently pursuing my 4th semester in ISI Bangalore. So I'm doing B.Math, and because we are discussing B.Math versus B.Stat, so for me, what the choice was, the thing is, at this point in like 12th grade level, you don't really have an exposure to what actual mathematics is. School mein, what we do is more like, school mein also we're developing tools, we're learning new things that will be used in the future. But what true abstract mathematics is, we don't understand at the 12th grade level. So I was in the similar situation. And another thing is, I think even like the school level statistics that we're taught is very basic descriptive statistics. So from my point of view, I didn't have enough of an exposure in either field to choose. And the decision that I made was that B.Math does indeed have statistics. So if I do in fact end up liking statistics later, I can branch out. But transitioning from statistics, which is a subset of math, for the entirety of math, it might be harder in the future. So that
Oh.
was my choice. That is why I'm
Perfect.
doing B.Math now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And are you satisfied so far?
I'm very happy.
Okay. And by the way, she is sitting in ISI Kolkata classroom. She's just finished with her exam, midsems. And thank you for giving us time, because normally after the midsems, you tend to take a break. And thank you for sparing time for all the viewers here, Samrita. And we have Atmadeep, whose midsems are starting this Monday. Still, he's there. So this shows the kind of dedication, the kind of commitment these students have for each and every one of you who are writing, who are going to write ISI 2025. So Atmadeep, a brief introduction before we start.
Hi everyone, I'm Atmadeep Sengupta. I'm pursuing B.Stat now. I am in my 4th semester, and as Abhay said, told that my mid-semester is going to start from the coming Monday. So my choice for B.Stat was, I should say, quite similar to Samajita, but again I chose the exact opposite. So what I thought was, B.Stat has a lot of opportunities in statistics and machine learning, and also it has a very good spectrum for wide range of jobs. And with that, some of my seniors also go to mathematics research. So there is a versatile options ahead. So that was my reason to
Okay.
going into ISI Kolkata.
Okay.
So yes,
Amazing.
that's it.
All right. So already start हो चुका है यहाँ पे. So we will start with the myth busting round. So Rajit sir, if you want to take over.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so before starting on myth busting round, so like if I ask you regarding your courses, if you have to describe your course in let's say 2 words, what would you like to choose? Starting with Samadrita.
Stressful but very satisfying.
Stressful and satisfying. Okay.
Okay.
And Atmadeep?
Atmadeep.
Sir, I should say yes, hectic but elegant. Yes,
Okay.
creative.
Amazing. Creative. Amazing. All right. So, okay. So and this is myth busting is based on the common doubts which students ask us. Right. So first is ISI is only about statistics. Indian Statistical Institute के अंदर वो stats word आता है. Right. So is it only about statistics? That is, and that statistics what we study in 11th and 12th. We'll start with Samradita.
Yeah, so definitely not. There is so many other branches of mathematics that are studied here in depth. So you have fields like topology, which is you take analysis and you generalize it further. There is algebra, then there's number theory. There's all these fields that are, we have professors working, doing research in all of these fields. So there's also students who are interested, and then there's applied courses also that you will find. Like I think in my batch, a lot of people this year have showed certain interest towards computational biology. So you have people interested in applied sciences too.
Amazing. Computational biology.
Yes. So
is this a course?
Yeah, it is a possible elective, and it is one elective that we as a batch are trying to make sure that it gets offered, because we're very interested. The applications of I think both stat and math have applications here. So in sort of DNA analysis and such other fields of genetic analysis and things, these are much
so you're trying to put mathematics into biology. So this is going to put off a lot of students. As far as I know, a lot of students choose mathematics.
11th and 12th, you tend to think they're very opposite
different
things.
Yes.
Because school maths, bio is all about information, math is all about logic. But they come together very beautifully. Amazing.
This is going to excite a lot of students because a lot of students choose mathematics because they don't want to do biology, right? So this is something which is very interesting, and I think we should have a separate session on this, Sonata, because this is something which is definitely going to excite a lot of students, definitely in the future. Okay, Atmadeep, ISI is only about statistics. ISI Kolkata.
No, I'm in B.Stat, but my course is 70 to 80% mathematics. So of course, no. We have a lot of exposure in rigorous mathematics. like
Okay.
analysis and algebra. And I mean, we have a less than B.Math, but we have a lot of courses in analysis and algebra. And
Okay.
In fact, just for the
along
applicative part, if I'm not wrong, you guys have been offered a course in agriculture as well. If I'm not
yes,
wrong.
also in elective courses, there are agriculture, psychology, physics,
Oh,
biology. There are various subjects
so
where
you try to
statistics
put
can be
in.
applied. We learn a lot of those stuffs a bit. I mean, elective subjects are lightweight, but yes, we
So basically, you try to put
learn.
in mathematics in all these things that you mentioned.
Yes, and
Amazing.
along that, in ISI Kolkata, there is a another very interesting subject that is probability. People tend to think that probability is only a tool for statistics, and we just use distributions and
Hmm.
calculate probabilities for
Hmm.
statistical
Hmm.
stuffs. But here we approach probability as a very rigorous mathematical subject, and this is also a very unique thing of ISI, I should say.
In fact,
Amazing.
I
Amazing.
guess
Yeah, I would like to add probability requires more analysis than you would believe.
one very famous
Yes.
example for probability, I don't know if I've told about this earlier or not, but it can be mathematically proven that if you give a monkey a typewriter and that monkey is given like indefinite amount of time, that monkey can replicate the entire work of any famous mathematician or any literature person with probability one.
Oh, but
That is one
in how
result
much
which is,
time?
huh?
In how much
Yeah,
time?
again, the time, again, the fact is that time is not bounded.
Okay.
In his entire, life, or in the entire years, he can do that with probability one. And the idea is that the same set of words will appear in his typing once the monkey starts typing, and the words will appear in the same order as they appear in the famous works which we're talking about. So
Amazing.
yeah, like these kind of results you also prove in probability.
Okay. Okay. The second second question is this. Only Olympiad geniuses can get into ISI. So we'll start with the Sonadita.
Not true. I would say around 50% of my batch never wrote Olympiads. And yeah, I mean,
Amazing.
I myself used to write Olympiads, but yeah, I never went very far ahead. I wrote IOQM every year and was selected for RMO once. And
Hmm.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to be Olympiad
Yeah.
genius.
So
If you
this
are, you
is.
will enjoy subjects like number theory more,
Hmm.
definitely. But you don't need to be one.
Yeah, so I'm sure this is going to lift a lot of pressure off the students, because a lot of students who are with us or who keep on asking us on YouTube or telegrams is say, "Okay, I don't have." I mean, they start with thing like, "I don't have any Olympiad background. Can I get into ISI?" Right. So again, 50% of the students have no exposure who are in ISI Bangalore in some of the batch. Atmadeep.
Yes, same goes for me. I mean, many of my friends never heard of Olympiad before coming into ISI.
Okay, can you
So
give
that
a
is not a
number,
big deal.
approximate number of the students in your batch who didn't have a
Yes,
Olympic?
50 to 60% people never wrote an Olympiad before coming into ISI.
Okay, so it is the same. Of course, Olympiad knowledge at 11th, 9th, pre-10th, also in 11th, it does help because
Yes, it
you are.
does help because, sir, we have an idea how to use logic in mathematics more. But
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, there are people who are doing great without any
Okay,
exposure in
perfect,
mathematics.
perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so the third is ISI dropout rate is way too high, right? So again, this is one very common question. Sir, ISI, since it's a math course, and I mean, there's going to be a lot of difficult math which is going to be taught there. So there is a chance we might not be able to complete the course. So how far is it true, Sonadita? Is there any dropout from your
I
batch?
mean, no.
Okay, zero dropout.
I mean, wait. I mean, there was one guy in first year who, I think, to a B.Tech degree. So, one.
Okay, one shifted from
So,
ISI to B.Tech, but that was a personal choice, not because of the difficulty. I mean,
yeah,
not.
I think he, again, the sort of mistake that you don't realize how deep mathematics is and then
Hmm.
you struggle. And then he made a choice to move to
Okay.
B.Tech, I believe. I don't really have contact with him.
Okay. And Atmadeep,
So,
how many drop?
I mean, I wouldn't say it is zero. So it is there, but it's not a lot because the course year it might be tough. But if you would just just follow the classes and just do a little bit of studying every day, it is not very difficult to
Okay.
maintain your courses.
So basically, in short, if you are able to crack this exam, I mean, you should be able to cope up with the syllabi.
Yeah.
Okay. Atmadeep, how about you? Are there any dropouts?
So here there are dropouts. I mean,
Okay. How many?
there were less before our batch, but starting from our batch and in our next batch, there are some dropouts. And
Can you give me a number?
So like 6 of our classmates in first year were not allowed to take second year. Among them, two people they left ISI and 4 people are there still in first year.
Okay.
So,
Dropouts were mainly because they were not able to cope up with the kind of mathematics which was there.
Yeah, I mean more mathematical courses were more hard to them.
Okay.
So like I'd like to put it this way, ki, like when you enter the first year, so you have a different, you have an exposure to different kind of mathematics, like not the high school mathematics, which everybody studies. So for some, it may be difficult to understand. And moreover, these courses require some time to understand. It's not like you'll just study 1 or 2 days before the exam and you'll expect that, okay, that I'm going to crack the entire thing. Obviously not. So, if you do it in the correct way, if you, actually accept that, okay, so you are doing something good, you are doing something different, which is going to make you different from the entire crowd. So you have to be ready for the challenge. You have to be ready to, put in your efforts. And one thing I can assure you is that once you do this, the rewards are definitely good after that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. More options after ISI are in research and less in corporate. I think that would be a very personal, very subjective answer. Might be different for different people. So, Samrita, what is? I mean, you are in second year already. So, what is your?
It is true that research options are much more than corporate, but that in no way means that corporate options are less.
Okay.
Even in this year, trading companies have come for internships to our college. So, yeah, trading, finance, these fields that so they often require mathematicians who can study data and make better inferences. I mean, obviously, this would be more of a statistics thing, so I believe B.Stat would have more applications here. But B.Math also, I mean, you learn enough that you can further in such fields.
Okay.
This is one, and obviously there is other things like actuarial sciences and data sciences. Obviously, there data science, AI, ML. These have immense application in mathematics, to say the least.
Okay, amazing. Atmadeep, what is your response?
So in B.Stat, M.Stat, there are more people going to job than research. I mean, I should say 70-30 or 60-40 towards job. So yes, I mean in quant sectors, in data science sectors, in actuaries.
So you're talking about the master's final year batch. There's 70%.
Yes, because we don't have a direct placement after B.Stat.
Of course.
The placement cell starts working in M.Stat only.
So you're saying that the second year students of masters, 70% of them are into corporates and 30% have gone into research.
60 to 70, yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
And some other any number, I mean, approximate number that you can give for ISI Bangalore? Although, I mean, it is the data is there on the LinkedIn, right? So we'll check that out. But it will be 50-50, I mean, as per your response, or
50-50 maybe not. I mean, still there is 60 to 65% that would prefer going into research.
Okay.
But I think my batch is kind of acting like a transition point. My batch has people more interested
in corporates.
Yes.
Okay.
I think at least my seniors batch is a very, very algebra loving batch. So majority of them will be heading into research.
Okay. What is your preference?
So far, I really like statistics. I like probability. And I am kind of in the 50-50 point between research and corporate. I haven't made a choice. I would like to apply to both places and see where I go.
Okay. Amazing. Okay. So curriculum face off, register if you want to take cover.
Okay, so like the idea of this one is going to be that we are going to discuss that. Okay, so there are certain subjects which are, which are given more importance in B.Stat course, and there would be some subjects who are given more preference in B.Math course. So according to you, so we'll have a general discussion, like, which subjects are heavy or something like this. So if we start with statistics, so Atmadeep, in B.Stat, like how would you say, like, how statistics is covered? Obviously, like, the course name has statistics in it, so it will have a huge weightage, but yeah, how will you describe
Yes, I
it?
mean, up to fourth semester, there is only one stat course per semester and 4 courses in other subjects. So up
Mhm.
to fourth semester, number of statistics courses doesn't reflect the name of our
College.
course,
Hmm.
name of our college. But in starting from third year, there are lots of statistics course, and here, yes, I mean, this is the best place you can learn mathematical statistics. The way we learn statistics mathematically, this I went through a lot of courses in IITs or some other places about statistics, and there they prefer to do some more, I should say, applied stuffs. But here we learn statistics rigorously also. So yes,
Okay, and
statistics is quite
how,
heavy. Starting from
how
semester three, statistics is quite heavy course,
okay,
not so easy.
Okay,
heavy
and so
from third year. Okay, how about you, Samadita?
how about statistics in math?
Yes, so I mean, it's a B.Math degree. So the main differentiating point is we have a little less statistics. So in the first 4 semesters, we have 3 courses. We don't have any statistics course in Sem 1. But other than that, we have 3 compulsory statistics courses and the possibility of 2 elective options in the third year.
Okay. So third year
So
there are more of electives, and but third year यहाँ पे statistics में sorry B stat में it is a compulsory kind of it is
Yes.
way too heavy and it is compulsory also.
So it
How
basically
about
means like everything starts converging to statistics. So they teach different things, and this eventually converge everything to statistics. Like, it's basically everything is taught so that how you can use them in statistics later.
okay probability, Atmadeep?
Sir, I think ISI Kolkata is the best place to study probability. I mean,
You will say
we
best for
learn
everything
even,
now.
yes, that is true. I will, of course, say that. But I mean, here even we learn discrete probability for one whole semester. I mean, that is, I should say, recap of 11th and 12th with more rigor. And after that, we have 4 probability courses in 4 semesters. So yes, that is quite heavy. We learn many topics of probability in very much depend. Uh, uh, how she was saying that here we learn to use calculus and other stuffs in probability, which is, I mean, I never thought I will use some integrals and uh, limits and converging stuffs in probability. So yes, that is
Okay.
very fun.
probability is all about limits and convergences.
Yes.
You have things like almost sheer convergence, which, if you think about it, doesn't even make sense.
Hmm.
Then you learn it mathematically, and that's somehow it is.
Or it makes more sense when you get deep into probability, and again you're far from the real world. Okay, how about probability in B math?
Oh, so we have 3 compulsory courses in probability again, and we have
In
electives.
first
We have
in first 4 sems.
no, it's, the third course is in 5th semester, which,
Okay.
according to most of seniors and profs, is a flaw, so to say, in our course. That we learn probability 1 and probability 2 in first year, and then there is no probability course in second year.
Okay.
So by the time people reach probability 3, most of people have forgotten what's there in prob 2.
Okay.
So there is probability 3, and we have an elective course called stochastic processes.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that is it in terms of probability. I think masters in mathematics has a bit more probability theory and other stuff,
Okay.
but that is it in bachelor's.
Okay.
Sir,
Analysis.
I want to
Yeah.
add one more thing about probability here.
Yes.
Like she was saying, there is some convergence concepts like
Hmm.
almost sure convergence and convergence probability. So there is something called normal numbers,
Hmm.
which are almost, there is a theorem by Emily Borel that almost every number is a normal number, but we don't even have one example of normal number. So with the probability tools, we can say that, okay, apart from very few numbers, every numbers are normal numbers, but in practice, we cannot find even one. So these are some fascinating examples of how probability.
I can see how well you're enjoying mathematics in ISI. Amazing. Quickly, analysis part, Atmadeep, we'll start with you.
So yes, analysis, we have three
Best.
courses in first 3 semesters, and then we have differential equations in this semester. So yes, we learn rigorous analysis and a bit of topology and differential geometry stuffs.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess our analysis is quite uh, easy than B.Math, but I'm not sure. I mean,
Okay, but
Okay,
it
so
is the
we
best.
do have a, we feel it heavy, but I guess math people have
Hmm.
something more.
Okay.
okay, topology
Yeah.
is something, just to tell, qualitatively, topology is, related to set theories, but it's considered one of the most difficult things in the first year which
Hmm.
we study, and it's very little in
Okay.
comparison to the math people.
Okay. Sanalita, analysis.
Yes. So again, we have analysis one course every semester, and in this semester we have both differential equations and topology. I mean, because Rajit sir mentioned topology, I would like to add we had this assignment in topology this semester. It had a question about the candidate set, and four of us tried for 4 hours to find a solution. It is supremely easy to visualize, but extremely hard to write down mathematically. I think that is
Yeah, so
something about.
just to give an example, like what is topology? Sir, have you seen those kind of weird shapes, which are never ending, which you get stuck in a loop and they just keep on going and going. So those are defined properly in topology, a proper mathematical definition for all such weird shapes.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Algebra, Atmadeep.
So here we learn algebra mostly for statistical use. Like we have two courses in matrix only, vectors and matrices.
Okay.
So and after that we have a abstract algebra course, which is more like a, what should I say, more like a side course, because this has no real applications in later courses.
Hmm.
But yes, the first two courses are extremely important for statistical analysis.
Okay. Uh,
Yes.
Samantha, algebra.
Again, in the first year, it is same as B.Stat. So we have two courses in linear algebra.
Hmm.
And from third year, we start having the abstract algebra things. And the three main elements in abstract algebra, groups, rings, and fields, we have a course for each of them.
Hmm.
And even after that, we go into algebraic topology and other further very abstract subjects. And there is a lot of algebra elective options. There is
Okay.
also something very fun as a subject called games, graphs, and algebra, which is supposed to bring together supposedly from the name game theory, graph theory,
Oh,
linear
amazing.
algebra, and abstract algebra. I guess. I mean, I don't know much about the subject, but it is quite interesting from
So
what I've heard from.
that's an elective.
Yes, it's an elective.
Okay. And last, algorithms, Atmadeep.
Sir, we have an algorithm course in fifth semester and an elective in sixth semester. We don't have much algorithm courses in
Okay.
as
So
a
you,
total course, but as a part of graph theory course, or as a part of computer science course, we learn a bit.
okay. So you yet to start algorithms in your
In fifth
course.
sem.
Okay. And Samantha.
Similar situation here. We have an algorithm course in
Okay.
fifth semester.
Amazing.
We also have an elective option called information theory, which is
Hmm.
again another application where we require algorithms. And again, similar, we have a course in C where there is a bit of algorithms, not very much though, and that is it.
Okay.
So three in total.
Okay. So I can see, I mean, the student who wants to get into mathematics, it's a heaven for him. I mean, both are looking very amazing to me. The kind of mathematics that you study, I mean, I am feeling jealous, but I think I would want to study these courses informally sometime. Rajit sir, I would need your help. but
Definitely.
this seems amazing. And of course, the viewers, whoever is going to watch this, I'm sure the ones who are into mathematics, they're going to like this conversation where it is going. Okay, corporate PhD. I think we've already discussed this briefly. So again, as Samita mentioned, there is a cultural shift which is taking place in ISI Bangalore, right? So a lot of students are preferring, I would say, corporate in Harrier and the juniors. And Atmadeep says around 70% of the students prefer corporate, right? We've already discussed this. Anything else that you want to mention apart from what we've discussed? Any one of you?
In PhD, there is this chance a lot. Some of our seniors, they apply after bachelor's and they get into direct PhD.
Oh, after
That is
bachelor's.
direct PhD after bachelor's. It is difficult to get in, very, but some seniors do.
Okay.
Like
Direct
in,
PhD. I think Rajit sir, your friend also, one of the friends, I think you mentioned he got PhD after bachelor's.
Yeah, so like he was from a different background. Like he really liked mathematics, so he was from IIT Delhi,
Okay.
and he went directly for PhD.
Okay.
But this is something which, to be honest, I haven't seen in ISI Kolkata.
So this year, one guy from third year is going to UC Berkeley in PhD test. So I guess this is first time in 10
Yeah,
or 12 years.
this
we are
is the
seeing.
first time it's happening, because when I remember during my tenure there, no one
Okay.
even
And
dreamt of doing this kind of
I
thing.
mean, in ISI Bangalore, it is comparatively common. Like every 1 or 2 years,
Yes.
you'll have 1 or 2 people going.
okay. One more thing which I wanted to ask now we are at this slide is okay. We all know the kind of companies which come into corporate, right? So it is majorly from finance sector or you know
Banking sector.
banking sector, trading and all. And of course, they require a lot of good intelligent mathematicians, and that is why they come to this. PhD, can you name some of the colleges or most common colleges where students get into after masters? Both of you.
PhD is Stanford for statistics is one. So
Okay.
This is a god place for statistics. Like, if you get there, this is the best college you can
yes,
get.
As for statistics, people go to like Stanford. I mean, the most people dream to go to Stanford, Harvard, MIT, and places like that. After that, Columbia
CMU is a
University.
great place.
Okay. Okay. So one more thing, since you mentioned Harvard and MIT, so basically, one thing that we know at bachelor's level, it is very difficult to get into MIT. I mean, the students who represent Indian mathematics or maybe astronomy or informatics, they're the ones who have decent chances of getting into MIT in math or CS course, right? What about masters? I mean, what is the percent of the students, or maybe how many students on an average get into colleges like MIT, Harvard?
Very less. I mean, 1 in 2 or 3 batches. That is
Okay.
Yeah.
not that
Okay.
common here.
But where do most of the students go to then?
Sir, it's like, there are multiple colleges in which they apply, and, it's not like that they are bad ones. You can keep them on
Yeah.
the same
So
part. Like,
basically,
I mean, because PhD is very mentor dependent, so you find the
yes.
subject, like here people, they explore on their own and they find niches that they really like and they get focused into that. Then you find a professor who's working in that particular niche and you sought after them. So sometimes it becomes is like the prof you want to work with is a bigger deal than how big the name of
Yes,
the
yes,
college
of
is.
course. Most of the time it is this only, right? So it is most of the time it is a mentor that you want to work with, or the professor that you want to work with, that matters a lot. Okay.
moreover, like,
And
to say that, like, Harvard is for this biological statistics.
hmm,
Like, people go specifically for that only. For Stanford, they go to applied statistics. For CMU, it's more related to probability, practical probabilities. So yeah, so like, even colleges have their like different criteria
niche.
areas
Yes.
in which the students apply, like, according to their interests.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
these are
and what is the I mean, do colleges or the professors in ISI, they help you to get into these
yes,
colleges?
sir.
Yes.
They send their recommendations. There's a record letter required from the professors, and they send them to the universities when the students are applying for PhD.
Okay.
So yeah, there's definitely a big role of that, and like, there are. In fact, the professors who was teaching here in ISI Kolkata, they are the passwords of these. Like,
Oh.
and like, for example, generally what will students do, like, if they want to apply for Stanford, they'll ask someone who is from Stanford only.
Okay.
So like, that way it works, very well in terms of letters.
Okay. Got it. Amazing. Super. And okay, this is done. General insights. Anything else? I think we've discussed a lot of things already. Anything else apart from what we've discussed, which you think Samadita is going to help the students choose ISI Bangalore versus Kolkata, or anything, any insight that you want to share? One more thing before we leave is, I want to pin it on you, and I want you to show to the viewers what is written on the blackboard behind you. Yeah. If you could just 1 second,
I mean, if is it visible?
partially, but again, let me pin it you.
I mean,
Okay.
I think somebody was practicing for the exam.
Oh,
So whatever they were. So basically, the thing here is at night all the classrooms are open, so you can come
Okay.
here and study. So people do stay nights here and they work on the boards because that helps sometimes. So
amazing. So okay. So they were practicing for the exam, which was
yeah,
which
that is
happened
what
today.
I mean. Either that or sometimes even if there's an interesting problem, people will work it out on the board together.
Okay.
So like when I'm walking back to my hostel room on the board near our hostel, there's almost always some or the other problem written in
Mhm.
any field possibly.
Okay. Super. Okay, let me unpin that. So, okay. So, anything else that you want to share? Anyone?
Okay, so
Apart from
like
what?
any one thing which you'd like to say that you wished you knew before joining ISI, like you went for B.Math or B.Stat, so you must have felt that there's something which if I knew would have been better, would have helped. So anything like that, any a habit you should have before joining, or anything you should take care of before joining.
So one thing I thought that my sleep cycle would improve after I will join ISI, and even now it is very worse.
But you're enjoying
That
it.
one thing I should say. Jokes apart, I think some of my batchmates think that the classes are not that important. You can just practice on your own, practice problem sheets, and do well in exams. But that is completely wrong, and people mostly suffer for this reason only.
Okay.
I mean, they are enough capable to do great in exams, but they just do these mistakes and are left behind. So I
But
think
isn't attendance
these are the
compulsory?
things. If you think that yes, there is some attendance restrictions also, but if you think that once I get into ISI, there is no more tension. I will get a good 30 LPA, 40 LPA job or a good PhD. That is not going to work. You have to work hard here.
That goes for everywhere. Even in IITs, you can't just get into IIT and say, okay, I'm done and I'm going to get a good placement after 4 years.
Yes, that is of course true for every. Yes,
Yes.
many people tend to think that. That is
Okay.
my opinion.
Yes. I mean, that is a good insight. Samarita, anything that you want to, any student who wants to get into ISI Bangalore, what would be a one-liner suggestion for him or her?
I mean, if you want to get in here, be absolutely sure that you like mathematics as a
Okay.
first. You have to enjoy learning, you have to enjoy solving problems, because if you can't get the fun out of that, things here will get boring very soon.
Okay.
Because that is what being here is all about. It's about finding new problems, solving them with your friends. Because we'll go down, we'll be playing badminton, and while playing, so we're taking, say, a water break, and one of I was solving this problem, and then you continue discussing that. So we keep discussing problems. It's not that we're studying, but we like problem solving. We like discussing concepts that are new, or say a person is studying something, they share their knowledge. For this, we have a math club also here. So the math club organizes talks. So students, basically, if they're learning something, if they've done a project in the break or something, they can come back and they can choose to give a talk on that subject, and other students attend. They also get to learn. Like my friend recently gave a talk on fuzzy set theory. So yeah, that you get to learn from other people, and you have to enjoy that.
Amazing. I'm sure. I mean, this session is going to be great for the students who love mathematics. They want to get into ISI or any general college, but it is going to give them a lot of insight of what real mathematics
Also,
is.
just as a fun, I think I said it in last year's B.Math versus B.Stat video also. During exams, they serve coffee.
They do what?
During exams, they serve
Oh,
coffee.
they serve coffee. So you got a coffee today.
Yes.
Oh, amazing. I mean, and
So
there's no
we
no
have
limit.
exams from 10 to 1, and at 11 a.m. they come in with coffee. And I think
Oh.
everybody just waits. Like that coffee will wake me up and then I'll write answers.
Okay, yeah, I still remember this happened with me also in one of the exams. There were especially, chips packets distributed in between the exams so that, yeah, if you want to have food, you may have it. It's fine. And it was,
Okay.
totally from the, professor side, college side.
Oh, amazing. I mean that is surely a great motivation. Right. So they serve coffee in the exams, guys. So yes, amazing. I mean, for me, I like coffee. So again, it is a great motivation. So amazing. Coffee. So we'll end this session with this amazing thing, coffee. Okay, so does this happen in Kolkata also?
No, sir, I haven't seen that. So if you
Oh,
want coffee, go to Acid Bangalore.
oh, so you're missing out. Amazing. All
In
right,
college, it's
so
professor dependent. Like if the professor wants, they provide these things from their side. Like we provided chips packets from the professor side.
oh, okay, perfect. So thank you for the insight, Atmadeep and Samrita. I mean, it was a great session, and I'm sure it is going to excite a lot of students. The students are already preparing for ISI 2025. They're voting for the applications, and they are going to be out any moment for now. And this session is definitely going to help them decide whether to go for ISI Kolkata and or Bangalore. And if there are any other questions that the viewers have, you can always put them in the comment section, and we'll try to answer them, as honestly as we can. Right. So, anything else, Rajit sir, before we end the session?
No, I guess they have spoken everything regarding this.
Okay.
The one thing we can say is that, okay, as Samadhita said, that if you love mathematics, it's a heavenly place for you guys, for anyone who is wanting to, pursue mathematics or ISI. The only factor is that, yeah, you have to love mathematics.
Hmm. Amazing. All right. So those I mean who want to study for ISI this year or for the next year or for 2027, there are courses that we have already announced. These are the courses that are there in the description box. Also, you can see the detailed sessions. There is this ISI 2025 for the ones who are appearing for 2025. For 2026, there is full math mastery program. There is 2027 batch for full math mastery 2027 batch, which is going to start in April, and there is this ISI specific batch which is going to start in April again. Right, so you can consider joining these batches. The links are there in the description box. Thank you, Samrita. Thank you, Atmadeep, for your time. Of course, your exam got over today, and of course, there's a you need rest. And Atmadeep, your exams are going to start from Monday, and thank you for sparing out time 2 days before and motivating all the students who are going to see this session. Thank you, everyone. And of course, we'll keep you bugging time and again because, as I mentioned, you are the brand ambassadors, and there's a lot of, I would say, need to spread about these exams, these courses particularly, which are heavens. And I totally believe students who are good in mathematics, students who really like mathematics, want to get or make their careers in mathematics, they should know about these courses. And awareness of these courses is way too less as of now. Apart from ISI Kolkata, a lot of other colleges also offer amazing math courses, and again we should be promoting them because that is going to be great for the country at the end. All right, so thank you, bacho. Thank you, Rajit sir, for the time, and God bless you.